Alrighty, so for example 4, we do need to talk about the equation for compounded interest. Essentially, this is what it looks like. You will have to have this memorized. Um, and also, you'll have to know what, or no, sorry, I actually give you the equation, but you do have to memorize what the letters stand for. So P stands for principal. I like to call it paper cash money. Okay, just an easy way to remember it. Okay, so P stands for principal. That's your money, your paper. R stands for rate and it needs to be in decimals. T is for time, and your N is compounded. And here's a little chart. Okay, so for example, 4A, it says find the function after t years, and I just realized I didn't even write the equation down. Okay, so it says suppose that $1,000 is invested at 6.5% compounded semi-annually. Compounded semi-annually. Okay, sorry, that's the question, and hopefully you did the printed notes already. But yeah, so for part A, it says find a function for the amount in which the investment grows after t years. Okay, so our goal is to make an equation for this. This A, um, we have our input, which is t. Everything's based upon our time. So we need to plug in for everything but our t. So I'm going to put t in a different color just to show that we leave that blank, okay? And we leave A of t blank because that's what we're looking for, okay? The equation. So P is our paper, right? Our initial amount of money, which is $1,000. We still have the 1. We have our rate, which is the 6.5%. It's percent, which means we have to change it to a decimal, and we move it 2 places to the left to make it a decimal, so it's going to be 0.065. And then N is our little chart. This is compounded semi-annually. Semi-annually means 2. And then we raise it to the 2t. Okay, so although this looks like the answer, it is not. So when you're doing the homework, it's going to be like, this isn't simplified, okay? So what it wants is for everything in that parentheses to be written as one part. So what you can do is take your calculator and you can type all that in. You can say 1 plus fraction point zero, 0.065 divided by 2 and see what it gives you. So here you could write it as a fraction, I think, but if you need to hit the SD button and write it as a decimal, you can do that, okay? However the homework asks you to write it. So that would be the answer for A. Alrighty, so 1,000 times 1.0325 raised to the 2t. Okay, so for part B, we are asked to find the amount after certain t's. We want to know the amount after t is 0, 4, 8, and 10. So to be able to do that, all we have to do is plug in those values for our t. So this is pretty straightforward. So you can actually use your calculator, right? So with your calculator, I would probably do the answer button instead of T. And if you don't have a fancy calculator, just make sure that whenever you have things in exponents, that you use parentheses, okay? So if you realize you're working stuff and you can't figure out why you're getting the answer wrong, you might need parentheses for whatever's in your exponent, right? But if you do have a fancy calculator, you should be okay. Alright, so for the first one, if we plug in 0, we get 1,000, which makes sense because 0 time has passed and we only put in $1,000, so we'd have to have $1,000, okay? After 4 years, when we plug that into our calculator, we get 1, 2, 9, 1, 5, 7, 7, 5, 3, 5. Let's say I wanted to round this to the nearest cent, okay? That means 2 decimal places, right? So essentially, I'm going to put a box around what I'm cutting off, and then look at that first number in the box. Because it's greater than 5 or greater, sorry, we round up 1, okay? So this one's $1,000, that one's this much, okay? If we do 8, I'm going to go ahead and approximate it to the nearest cent. We have 1668.172, so that means the 7 would stay. And then if we were to do 10, we get 1895.837, so the 3 would round up, okay? So those are the approximate ones, nearest cent. Right, so next we were asked to graph. If we were to graph this, remember t can never be negative. We're working with time. This is your t, and then this is going to be like your money, right? So your time and your money are your variables. So we have 0, 4, 8, and 10 on our little chart. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. Okay. So for the first one, we have 0 and 1,000. Let's just say that this is 1,000. So we have 0 and 1,000. So we start there, and then we have 4 and let's make this 2,000, which means this is like 1,500. Okay. So next we have kind of in the middle of here with the 4. Okay. And then for our 8, we have 16, so it would be above that. And then for our 10, we have, where is it? Oh, sorry, 18, so just above that. Okay. So you can see the graph showing up like that. Okay.